This segment brought to you by Bob Schwartz Financial. Values, commitment, transparency.
Kansas is still home on the range to the American buffalo, and at the LCL Buffalo Ranch, located near Clifton, Kansas, you can stop in and view these amazing creatures up close. Casey Amerin is now the manager of the ranch, and he tells us what it's like to work with buffalo every day as compared to cattle.
Okay, well, the difference is obviously they're front heavy. There's a lot more of the animal up front than where cattle is more streamlined front to back. And then the herd mentality within those animals is very, very strong. Mm-hmm. The animal itself has a windpipe that's twice as big as a cow's. Mm-hmm. I read a diary from a little girl in 1836. It was their wagon train was coming across Nebraska, and their wagon train was stopped for 3 days because a buffalo herd came through. And according to her journal, the herd ran the whole time. And so that was probably one of those great big herds of 10 million or so that, you know, everybody estimated as being about 10 million. But it took 3 days running to get past. So they have a bigger windpipe. Their internal organs are otherwise virtually the same. They have a little bit bigger lung capacity, but they have the same number of stomachs as a cow. Gestation periods are the same. Yeah. They're very similar inside. Mm-hmm. They obviously are much quicker. Both animals have a lot of power, really, but a buffalo can just, when we've been working them, we can see those 1,000, 1,200 pound 2-year-old bulls. They'll just drop their head and then lift their head up. They can throw another animal 6 or 8 feet up into the air just with their front quarter. They're just that strong.
It's got to be something to see.
It is. And
do you need more people when you work buffalo?
It's helpful. Yeah. It's helpful because they are obviously quick. They do not like to be confined at all. Cattle don't probably appreciate it either, but for a buffalo, it really works them up, and so it's really helpful. And they get to running back and forth, and the old saying goes that you can drive a buffalo anywhere he wants to go. So it gets it can get difficult at times, and there'll be one or two that sometimes just decide that's it, and they just will stand there and they're holding their ground, and if you try to get close to them, they're going to charge you. And so it hasn't happened to me in a while, and part of that is I understand the animal better. But in the first few years of working, there's been a couple of times where I've high jumped those 6.5 foot.
Yeah.
And you're looking at me, I'm not a high jumper. So
you had more ability than you realized.
Adrenaline
you needed to.
Adrenaline is a fantastic thing. But lately, we've and usually when you're working them, for the most part, they want to get away from you. They don't want to come attack you. There are a few instances. One time we were working them, and the place was a mud hole. And we had finally gotten a couple of them to go out the gate down the alley. And so I was running over there to try to close the gate so that they wouldn't get back. And the mud, because they'd sloshed through there so much, it was about a foot deeper, and I just got bogged down. And then here they came running back. And I was able to grab the gate just enough and kind of get it between me and them. And I could tell that they weren't going to stop. I was able to kind of hold on to the fence, and they smashed into that fence and it threw me off. And so I landed in the mud face down, and I rolled over, and there sat the fence over the top of me, and the buffalo was on the one side and I was on the, so I rolled the other way, and he wasn't really after me. He was just trying to get back out of there. If he would have been after me, I might have been in real trouble.
Oh, man. Scary, though.
Yeah.
The LCL Buffalo Ranch is open for tours and also offers 4 museums which display antique automobiles, wagons, and farm implements, all collected by their founder, Lester C. Lawrence. Find more information about the LCL Buffalo Ranch on Facebook.
I'm Bob Swartz, and I've devoted the last 43 years to helping Kansans reach their retirement goals and to protect the family farm. At Bob Swartz Financial, we believe everyone should be able to live the retirement they've always dreamed of. Our team of professionals can help you create an efficient strategy using a variety of investment vehicles to help you address your financial needs and your concerns. Bob Swartz Financial values commitment and transparency.
Sure Crop Fertilizers